Geometry Dash is a mobile indie game released on August 13th, 2013. The game would later be ported to Steam. Its developer, Robert Tapala, also known as RobTop Games, would release a series of updates, each adding exciting new features. The updates also included new levels, and we will take a look at the first one, Stereo Madness, in a bit. There's an icon kit where you can change your icons. I don't know why I'm explaining that. There's also a play button so you can play the main game, and an editor button so you can create levels and share them to the world. But we should start with level 1. The very first level of the game introduces you to the general mechanics. You have to jump over some spikes onto blocks, and you get a feel for how high and far you can jump in that process. That's right, the game started out from very humble beginnings. It started out as just an Impossible Game clone, but over time would grow to be so much more, even more than people would ever imagine. But I'm looking too far in the future. Let's start with Update 1.0, which was released along with the game on August 13th, 2013, Along with Stereo Madness, the initial release of the game came with 6 other levels, each testing your skills in different ways. Now, I'm sure when anybody first played the game after playing the Impossible Game, they thought it was just going to be like this. But boy, were they wrong. Introducing the main thing that made Geometry Dash different from the Impossible Game when it was first released: the ship. The ship game mode was something that was never seen in the Impossible Game, making it unique to Geometry Dash. Instead of the cube, where you tap to jump and hold to keep jumping, to control the ship, all you have to do is hold and you'll go up, and then release and you could go down. These simple, unique controls made the game really fun to play, even when it was just starting out. The rest of the level combines this with the cube game mode, which is the other game mode that I haven't told you what it's called yet. And aside from 2 jumps in the level, it's really smooth sailing if you keep on your toes. I just realized I technically just said a pun. I just wanted to let you know that that wasn't intended. Back on Track introduces the yellow jump pad, which gives you a little boost in the air. Polargeist introduces the yellow jump ring, which gives you a little boost in the air if you tap on it. Dryout introduces the upside down portal, which flips you upside down. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I heard a lot of people had trouble with this. It was never really that hard for me. Base After Base and Can't Let Go don't introduce any new blocks, and neither does Jumper, but Jumper actually introduces a new mechanic where the ship can go upside down. Oh my god, tripping! Well, looks like we're all the way done with the 1.0 levels. Only 11 more updates to go. Oh boy. Update 1.1 introduced the criminally overhated Mirror Portal, the ability to comment on levels, and a new level, Time Machine. Okay, jokes aside, this level has a ton of triple spikes. 10 to be exact. That's insane. That's actually twice as many triple spikes as any 1.0 level had combined. Okay, I added this cool new portal. Wow, cool. Just make sure not to make your levels overuse it, okay? Got it. What the is this? My new level. Did I not just tell you not to overuse that portal? Featured. Yeah, there were a lot of levels that made absolutely hideous uses of the Mirror Portal. I think that's the reason everybody hates Mirror Portals so much, because nobody could find a way to use them in a good way except for RobTop himself. But they're actually really overhated. All people are looking at is the levels that make terrible uses of them, but there are plenty of levels that also use them in a good way. But sadly, we didn't see a lot of those levels in 1.1 and 1.2. All the way through to 1.6, all people cared about using them for was spamming them and creating blind transitions. I'm looking at you, Silent Clubstep. Since mirror portals were the only real object added in 1.1, that's why I'm glad that 1.2 came out only another month after 1.1 did. Update 1.2 introduced a new game mode, the ball game mode, a new level, cycles, and that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of this new feature that I remember it added to the game, but I can't remember what it is, so that's it. While Cycles may not have as many triple spikes as Time Machine does, it sure feels like it has a lot more because they're all cramped into the beginning of the level. Because there's actually only one real cube part in Cycles, and that's only 30% of the level. The second cube part is literally 2 seconds and has no objects at all except for a few, sticks. So I'm not counting that. And I'm just gonna rapid fire the next few updates. Okay, so I'm really running low on storage space, so I'm gonna just talk really fast for the rest of the updates because I don't want this video to be too big or else it won't process. So, let's go. 1.6 introduced Electroman Adventures and Club Step, fading blocks and spikes, secret coins, map packs, which are tied for the most hated feature in Geometry Dash with the mirror portal, and also it introduced breakable blocks and a ton of new block designs, or actually just a handful, but whatever. 1.7 introduced electrodynamics, preset block designs, there are a handful of those, speed portals, an auto difficulty. I didn't know it was added that late, but whatever. It also was the first update to feature a new background, which is cool. 1.8 introduced Hexagon Force, a dual portal, slopes, a bunch of new block designs, the ability to playtest your level without having to actually go into the level in normal mode, the ability to hear the music on your level without having to do the same thing, so that's big. Oh, and also Neptune started making the V2s of a lot of the Rob Top levels, so yeah. So here are 2 of the triggers I added. The one makes things invisible and the other moves things. Ooh, cool! Just make sure you use them responsibly. Get out. Update 2.1 came after 17 months of wait, and it introduced a spider game mode and finger dash, which is the level you're seeing right now. It also introduces a red jump ring and red jump pad, which are a little stronger than the yellow ones. It also adds a black jump ring, which sends you down to the ground very quickly when you tap it. Dash rings, when you hold, it makes you go in a straight line, and the purple one switches your gravity after you do that. And there's this new square one that's really weird, and I don't know how to describe it, but no, I do. When you tap it, it activates stuff. It doesn't do anything else, but I don't know, that's cool. I've only used it once in any of my levels, and it wasn't uploaded to the servers, and it was a really long time ago anyway, so, yeah. It also introduces these little mini coins. I'm pretty sure that's there's also a new speed portal that goes even faster than the 3x1. It's a 4x speed portal. So, yeah. Of course, this update also comes with a plethora of new block designs and triggers. There are daily levels and, epic features, and there are even mana orbs, and you can use them in, community shops, which are also new. There are new vaults, there are now demon subcategories. You can even sort comments based on recency and the amount of likes they have. There's also this littler update called 2.11, and it has, weekly levels and, level leaderboards. I have no idea how that last one wasn't added earlier. But yeah, massive update, GD Revolution number 2, yeah. And that's it for this video. We've covered all the current updates, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess this is the end of the video now, so bye! Peace out.